I can't answer that.
Is it as lucrative as people make out? Is it like, people kind of strip their way through university and then pay off all of their tuition fees and everything, and they don't have to worry about rent for it? Like, is it that lucrative?
So for me, like it was fairly consistent when I was at uni, the club that I worked at, and I was able to like pay my rent and have a bit of extra money, which I wouldn't have been able to do with just my student loan.
Mm,
And like I'd had a bar job before that, and it just wasn't that good. It would be like £40 a week or something
yeah.
extra for like, quite a few hours work. And then went to the strip club, and the first night I made, like, after house fee, I made £110,
Yeah.
which is like, amazing for like 6 hours work.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Of course, like everything is exaggerated. So, there are strippers who will earn thousands and thousands of pounds, but that's not everybody and that's not every club. Like usually that would be a very kind of like top earning stripper in, say, like Platinum Lace or Stringfellows or something like that. But like the average strip club,
Mm,
you might earn £50 one night, you might earn £100 one night, you might earn 200 or 300 one night, but it's kind of like up and down, and it's like
yeah.
not lucrative as people think it is, but it can be if you have a good night.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's more a sort of case of like, it's like it just pays better than the other minimum wage jobs, and you get to do it in a compressed amount of time. So then you've got the rest of the week free to focus on the things that you actually want to do.
Yeah, but it is like risk and reward. So like you do take a risk by going to work because you have to pay your house fee. So it's like, whereas you might go to a minimum wage job and you're guaranteed that £40 for 6 hours, whatever it is.
Right.
Go to the strip club, you would go there, you would pay your house fee, which might be £20, might be £50, it might be a percentage of your income,
Yeah.
and then you make money back on top of that.
Right. Okay. That's interesting. So the model of the strip club, I never knew this. I mean, I knew there was some sort of arrangement with like the owners or the landlord or whatever, but so every girl that strips in the strip bar pays some money to the fat guy behind the counter. He makes a lot of
To
money.
work.
Wow.
Yeah, and this thing about like, obviously we're going to move in onto this in a bit, but
Yeah.
like what we do with Cybertease, which is a virtual strip club that I'm part of now, we run it as a co-op. So basically we've been able to, by going online, be able to completely cut out like the middleman, like cut out the strip club bosses, because we get to keep all our ticket fees and all our tips, and we split them between everyone involved. So like
Yeah.
it's great. We're not giving away any of our money.
Yeah. It sounds a lot fairer, right?
Yeah, it is fair, and that's how it should be. And we have done that in real life before. Like the model that we kind of adapted it from is something called Brazilian Wax, which is a night in the vaults where there's a pop-up strip club, and we would share all the profits for that. So we did that in February. Me and some of the other strippers that I know,
Mm.
so last year, and then some of us from that have now become members of Cybertease.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like Brazilian Wax, the woman who puts it on, like it's not just a strip club, it's a cabaret show as well. It has lots of different things going on. She still has to pay the vaults for that and like kind of organize that with them. But what she does is she gives us the space that she is part of what she's rented out, and then we would have free reign of that and then keep all the profits from that. Even the door money from them coming into that particular room, because we had that particular room
Yeah.
like closed, and people had to pay to come into the strip club.
Yeah. Wow. So you're quite industrious with this then. Like, did you also like run your own comedy nights as well beforehand?
A bit, like I've run a few here and there, or like with a friend and stuff, but I would say I'm probably not that seriously.
Right.
I think that actually I've become more serious about being a producer during lockdown, because I've like starting Cybertease and Sexquisite Events, which is my other company.
Yeah.
That when Maeve run, she founded it, and I've now come on board with her, so we're co-artistic directors now. We produced an online cabaret show in January.
Yeah.
Sex Workers, and we sold like, I can't remember how many tickets, but we sold quite a lot of tickets, and we were able to pay the performers like a decent amount for their time. And like I feel like in lockdown I flourished as a performer and as a producer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as
That's amazing. I mean, I've heard that there are challenges with promoting that sort of stuff online as well, and I'd be interested to pick your brains on like how you've managed to do it, because aren't there sort of restrictions around, like, look, if you're gonna have a show, a burlesque, very adult show where there might be, you know, boobs and fannies flying around, how do you then promote that on something like Facebook or Instagram without getting in trouble and banned and locked out? Like they'll ban your whole fucking handset. So like, how do you make a success of it?
Yeah, lots of sex workers and burlesque performers have been shadow banned behind these platforms. Some people have had their accounts deleted with no reason.
Yeah.
So you have to be quite careful about how much skin you show. Sometimes it's just random, like someone will report your account.
Yeah.
Like sometimes Instagram will notice things, sometimes they won't. We've also started, you know, not typing out the word sex workers anymore, which is really annoying, but
yeah,
just kind of like stay under the radar. So we will write S*X workers or SWERS.
That's a bit like, have you heard this stuff about like TikTok accountants?
Yes, so a lot of like OnlyFans performers will say, "Oh, I'm an accountant."
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, that's fuck!" Like, because it was like I saw this sort of alternative model who's based in Los Angeles, and like she looks like somebody I would have gone out with, you know, like 10, 15 years ago. So being the 40-year-old fucking IT geek I am now, I was like, "Oh, well, I'll follow her," and I saw in like one of her TikTok videos, she was talking about being an accountant. And I was really impressed. I was like, well, that's really cool. Because I thought, you know, she was just did a bit of modeling and like working in a cafe, because all of her videos are her like serving people in a cafe.
Can I just interrupt you?
Yeah.
Like you say, oh, you know, I thought she was an accountant. That was really cool. But then I found out she was still just a model or performer. Like she's still a sex worker. But the thing is that we are accountants as well. Like we have to like manage all our expenses. We have to like, you know, manage our money ourselves. We're self-employed. We have to do all that stuff. So like we're multi-talented, and like also I feel like society has given us this view that if you're an accountant, oh my god, you're so successful, you became an accountant, like well done.
Yeah.
But like if you're on OnlyFans, like taking pictures of your amazing sexy naked body, no, that's not very respectable. Why would you do that? But it's like, actually, I'm still hustling.